Hello lovelies, welcome back to Alake Gay YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make these structured details on the dress. So it's so simple and easy to make. So if you're interested in learning how to make these, please continue to watch this video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and to all the existing subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, your like and your comments. So now let's get right into the video. So this is the fabric I'll be using to make this. So and I have another second piece because the details is still in the front there. I have the smaller one and also the longer one. So for the smaller one, I'll be using this small fabric right here. So I have it on fold. So the length of the detail will be 18 inches. So I'm not going to fold it into two. That means I'm going to have 9 inches like that. So that's why I have it unfold first. So the width should be around 5 inches, but I have 10 here, so that means I'm going to cut this into two because I'll be using this fabric for the lining too. So this fabric here will serve as the main piece and also the lining, so that's why I'm cutting it by the side here. So these two will serve as the main piece and also the lining. So I'm going to fold it into two like this and then cut it together. So if you want, you can have your details this open like this. This is around 6 inches, so I'm just going to join it on both sides together like so. So I want it to penciled in. Like you can have your details as wide mouth like this, or you can make it to pencil in. So if you want it to pencil in, you can just mark around 1.5 inch or 1 inch on both sides. So just measure 1 inch on both sides in order to pencil it in. So but if you want it to have like be wide like this on your dress, you can just leave it like this, or you can leave it wide like this and pleat it on your dress. So whichever way, but I want it to pencil it. I didn't want it to just be straight. So that's why I mark 1 inch on both sides. So after marking 1 inch on both sides, I'm just going to curve it in, like from the midpoint. I'm just going to go ahead and curve. So I'm going to look for the midpoint here. So I'm measuring the midpoint on the fabric here. So the midpoint here, I'm going to now connect it. I'm just going to rule a straight line. So from the midpoint there, I'm just going to connect it to where I marked the 1 inch on both sides like that. So this is what I'm going to. You can still pencil it into the other end like so. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim off the side that I've penciled in like that. So this is for the smaller piece of the detail. So I'm just going to open it up. That is, so that's, I have to, one will serve as the main piece and the second one will serve as the lining for this. So I'm just going to move on to the second one, just like I did for the front. I have it unfold like this. So I'm trying to trim the fabric because it's still wide. So I'm just trying to trim off one part away, so one side them. So I'm going to fold it into two, just like I folded the smaller piece, in order to cut this into two. So for me to have the piece for the fabric and also the lining, so these two will serve as the fabric and lining for this. So I'm just going to measure this. This one is about 14 inches long. You know, the first one is 18, so 18 divided by 2 equals to 9. That is why it is 9 inches when unfold. But for this, it is 28 inches. So when it is unfold, it will be 14 inches. So I'm just going to place the smaller piece on top of this. Then I'm going to go ahead and trim it off. So I'm just going to connect it to the edge. We're going to be having it equal on the side. So I'm just going to go ahead. I hope you understand this. The length of the two fabric is different. The first one is longer than the second one. I have it unfold. That is why one is 14, one is 19, one is 9. So if it's on the long length, one will be 28, the other one will be 18. But because I folded it into two again, that's why one is 14 and the other one is 9 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and iron interface on the fabric on one of it. So one we serve as this. So I've ironed interface on this. I use art stay. You can use color stay too in order to give this the standing effect, or you can even sew boning on this just to give it the standing effect. So I'm placing the second fabric on top of it to use as the lining. I'm just going to take it to the same machine and sew it round for both, like so. So I've already sewed it together, like so. Can you see round it? And also I make sure to notch round in order to make it easier for me to turn it to the right side. So make sure you notch round. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to pull this to the right side. You know, this is on the wrong side. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this to the right side. So this will be a bit tedious, you know, because this has been for the art stay is there already, so it's going to make it really hard. But just continue to pull it just like I'm doing right now, and you're going to just get it like that. So I'm almost done with this, and also I'm going to do the same thing to the second one. So I've already pulled it to the right side and also ironed it flat, you know. So that is why it is 28. This one is 28 inches. So once I fold it, I will have 14 inches. And for the second one, it is 18. Once I fold it, I will have 19 inches. I hope we don't get the measurements confused. So the next thing is just to join it together at the center right there. So this is the tool to place it on your fabric. So place it on any side. You can place it on it and sew it whichever way you want it, or you can use your gum to glue it down. But I'll be using gum to glue it down. So I'm using this candle gum to gum it down to my fabric. So but you can sew this on your fabric. So after gumming this on the fabric, so I'm just going to show us how I did mine. So I just gum it like so. So in order to cover the raw edges right there, you know there's raw edges at the edge there. So I'm going to be using these trimmings. I have trimmings here that I'm going to use to cover it up. So you can use any kind of trimmings you have to cover the raw edges, or you can just sew the raw edges in. But to look better to join it like this, then use trimmings to cover the raw edges. This will make it look more beautiful, you know, instead of just sewing and leaving it like that. This trimmings is going to add more color to the design. So this design is really beautiful. You can add it to your dress, to your blouse, even to your jumpsuit, whatever dress. You can add it to any side of your fabric. You can even add it to you decide. So I'm just trying to cover it up like so. Can you see it? So I'm just adding the glue gun and just making the design. It's just a random thing, so you can use any trimming you have to do this. So this is just simple like this. So please, I hope we really enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any question, please let me know any question you have in the comment section down below. I would really like to hear from you. Please comment. Your comment will really encourage me. And if you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Your subscription will mean a lot to me. So I'm just done here, almost done, because so make sure you gum it very well. And also you can use needle and thread to tack this down, to tack it to the other side of the fabric in order to keep it in place. Make sure you place this design very well to where you want it to be. Make sure you you set it very well so that you're going to have it where you want to have this. So you can even use needle and thread to hold this down. If you don't want to use gum, you can use needle and thread to hold it down and to tack it wherever you want to tack it. So this is just as simple as that. So I'm just trying to use more trimmings just to create a beautiful design right there. And that is all for this. Can you see this is how it looks like? So I'm just trying to make this, trying to get the glue around there to knitting all the edges and make this look beautiful. So this is our design. This is it. I don't even know the right name for this, but this is just a details. I just call it elegant detail. I saw this and I really fell in love with this design. It's really beautiful. to be honest. So this is it on the dress. Can you see how beautiful it looks? This is how you want it. So you can make your length longer than this if you want it to be longer than this. This is just dependent on your preference, what you want. So thank you very much for watching. I really love you. If you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe, share, comment please, and also like this video. So if you have any suggestion for this channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. I really appreciate your support. So thank you very much. I'll catch you in my next tutorial. Bye.